love the traffic. Cessna 1749 getting off into green and level traffic. Of editing this video, and I realized that what I was doing in regards to recording this thing is completely reckless. And I know that I've talked to you guys in the past about risk and recklessness, and risk that you have to take. Recklessness is what gets you in trouble. And as I was doing this video and kind of going through the process of recording it and editing it for post-production, I realized that this is a great example of recklessness. Obviously, the idea behind the video was great, but the place in which I decided to do it was completely ignorant. I mean, obviously, I'm 3,000 feet above the ground trying to get ready to land this plane, and I'm focused on recording a video. That's sort of as bad as texting and driving. So anyways, that's one of the things that you never want to do. Those are the things that you need to weigh the options before you make the decision to do them. So that's just a little bit of a tidbit of advice for you. So don't expect to see any of these videos again anytime soon unless I've got somebody with me in the plane. So just so you know. But as far as what I was trying to accomplish within this video is that, oftentimes when you're dealing with your clients and your prospects, one of the things that they remember about you is your last impression. And a good example of this is, if anybody's ever asked you how your flight was, if you've ever flown on any kind of commercial airlines or flown any kind of distance, you'll realize that oftentimes they'll state to you when you ask them that, how was your flight? Well, man, that landing was rough, right? And why is that? It's because it's a what have you done for me lately attitude. And it's sort of one of these things with your clients. They only remember your last impression. And so you gotta make sure your last impression's strong. When landing a plane, right? If you have a great flight, takeoff flight, everything's great, but the landing's rough, everybody says that the flight was horrible. So I just wanted to share with you a couple of minutes here why this is so important, what's so critical about successful landings. So in the next segment that I actually did get recorded while I was on the ground is right here. Is that you've always got to end strong, even if you start weak and even if you mess up. The whole objective is that you got to fix it. You got to go back, you got to show the integrity, you've got to make sure that you finish strong always, because it's the lasting impression. It's what you leave with them when you walk out the door, and it's the question that they're going to ask themselves when they decide, boy, do we really want them to come back? And so anyways, you got to finish strong, leave a lasting impression, land it, right? Land that deal, land that prospect, land whatever problem or whatever it is, land it, get it out of the way, and move on. Oftentimes what I see happen in business is that people start really, really strong sometimes, however, but their endings are weak, extremely weak. And it's the last 5 to 10% that they never clean up. And if you never clean it up, that's the last impression. You may have solved so many problems along the way, but the point is that you didn't finish it. You didn't finish it. And that's the biggest difference. And
if you don't land it and you don't get it off the runway in this regard, something else is going to hit you. Something else is going to either fly into you, fly in behind you, fly in and take your opportunity. The point is that it's the landing that is probably one of the most important components of this. Close it, land it, finish it, take it off the runway, take it off the counter, take it off, whatever it is. I'm just saying you got to complete it, and you got to complete it strong. See, when you're flying, it's not like driving a car, right? You got to prep in advance, obviously. But once you're in the air, you're in the air. And the only way you're getting down is if you land it successfully. And so you got to take that same mentality in your business, is that every time you talk to a client, it's got to be a successful landing. If it's not a successful landing, it was a failure, and that means death. I mean, and really there's no other way around it, especially when it comes to your business, it comes to your integrity. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you today. I know it's kind of short to the point, but I hope that you kind of got the concept of what I was going for here, is because it's serious. And you should take pride in it and enjoy it along the way. So until next Tuesday, I guess we'll see you then.